So, before we get into the presentation, let me ask you a question. Okay. So, if 30 years ago, someone came to you and said that the internet is going to change the world, it's going to transform humanity, would you have believed them? And if you had believed them, would you have invested into companies like IBM or Amazon Cloud or even Tencent Cloud? Because if you had that opportunity presented to you, and if you had made the decision to invest, $1 back then invested would have been 30,000 US dollars today. Now let's go back 15 years ago. I'm sure all of you know what Bitcoin is, right? So now someone is knocking on your door again and they're saying, blockchain is going to change the world. Invest in the blockchain infrastructure. Would you have believed them? They're saying, just buy this machine or contribute your computing power. Support this movement called Bitcoin. Would you have done it? Because, guys, if you had made that one decision 15 years ago, $1 invested back then could have been worth over $127,000 today. That is $127,000 times return, guys. Just crazy. So, what I'm trying to say is opportunities after opportunities have been presented. But we, just like most of us, have failed, to understand and foresee the potential that these industries hold. So now, I'm very sure all of us know what AI is, right? So now let me be the one asking you the question. Let me be the one knocking on your door, or should I say, knocking on your screens. Now, let me ask you, do you believe that the AI industry is going to take over the world? And if I said in the next 3 to 5 years, every industry will start adapting to AI, would you believe me? Because if you ask me, guys, I think it has already begun, right? Because think about it, every application that you use, doesn't matter if it's on your phone or your iPads or your laptops, every application that you use has some kind of AI tech integrated into it. Am I right? So, as you can see here, the AI sector alone has generated over 3 trillion US dollars this year. And the Web3 space, which is the blockchain space, is heading towards 100 billion in the next few years. But the real question is, who dominates this sector? Who are the people that are in control of these sectors? It's the biggest corporations, right? It's the tech giants, right? Google, Microsoft, IBM, OpenAI, Nvidia. These tech giants are the ones that are in control of these sectors. How many people like you and me are truly a part of it? None. So that is where we come in. So I am going to tell you something right now. I'm going to say that right now, at this very moment, we have the opportunity to be a part of this AI revolution. Not by competing with these giants, but by providing the infrastructure that every AI company will need. So think about it, in the next few years, when industries start adapting to AI, every small and medium enterprise, every software company, every AI startup will venture into artificial intelligence. And think about it, what would they need the most? They would need infrastructure, services, and support. And that's where we come in, guys. Now, let me introduce to you the DePIN sector, okay? Short for Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Network. So, this concept might sound new to many of you, but as you can see here, experts and industry professionals have already projected this sector to grow to a $7 trillion industry by the year 2030. Right now, it's worth only about $300 billion, but that just shows that there's potential growth waiting to happen in the next few years. So now you may ask, what is the DPN sector? Let me give you an example that made it easy for me to understand. Okay. So we all have mobile phones, right? You may have the best mobile phone in the market. You may have the most expensive mobile phone in the market. But without a network connection, without an internet connection, will your phones be useful? Without these infrastructures, right? Like these network cell towers, the servers, the cables, Even if you had the best phone in the market, the most expensive phone in the market, it would be essentially useless. But what makes it different when it comes to the deep-in sector? See, all of these services that are being provided to us are controlled by centralized telco companies, meaning that they own these infrastructures, they control the services, and the best part, guys, they keep the profits. But think about it, we are the ones who provide value. So this is why the deep-in sector changes everything. Okay, the deep-in sector basically gives power back to ordinary people like you and me, meaning that we can participate in building these infrastructures and earn directly from the value that we help create. This is why the deep-in sector is growing to $1 trillion industry very, very fast. Because it's not only about technology, guys. It's about ownership. It's about having complete control over the value that you create. So essentially, the AI infrastructure industry, when combined with blockchain technology, becomes part of the deep-in ecosystem. Okay, so now that you understand the potential of AI, the blockchain revolution, what the deep in sector is, now let me ask you this. What if I told you that there was a way for people like you and me to be a part of this revolution? So that's where Nevo comes in. Nevo stands for Nova, Evolution, Value, Ownership. Okay, it is a revolutionary ecosystem that connects AI, blockchain, and decentralized infrastructure under one vision. Okay, it basically allows people like you and me to participate in building what every AI company will rely on. So think about it this way. While these tech giants, right, Google, Microsoft, Nvidia, while these tech giants are busy developing AI applications, Nevo focuses on creating the infrastructure that powers them. Okay? So, who is behind Nevo? Behind Nevo is a powerhouse of a community, guys, called the Right Arms Project 3.0. They are not a company, okay? They are a community. They have a DAO system in play where leaders from across the world in the community itself cast votes, okay, in order to take any projects under their wings. Okay, and over the past 7 years, the community has successfully incubated 16 major blockchain projects, as you can see here, including names that most of you would have heard of, such as Uniswap, Polygon, Shiba Inu, NXE, and many others. From those 16 projects that Right Arms has incubated, more than 10 of them are now among the top 100 cryptocurrencies in the world today. And among these projects, through these projects, Right Arms has built a strong, okay, a very strong global community with over 8 million members worldwide. And this year, the same community has launched Nevo 3.0. So now you may ask, who is the person behind this incredible movement? Guys, this is where I introduced you this remarkable gentleman. Let me introduce to you Professor Dr. Jeffrey Gunn. Okay, we in Malaysia, we call him DSJ. He is the founder of Right Arms. He's a visionary, guys, okay, who studied and received his PhD in finance at Harvard University. He's a leader, okay, with over 10 years of experience in the network marketing world. Not only that, he has also served as an advisor to the former Prime Minister of Australia, Mr. Morrison. With his leadership, we know that Nevo isn't just another project. Okay, guys, we know that it is a revolutionary movement. So now the real question is, would you like to be a part of this opportunity? Would you like to be a part of this movement with Nevo? And how could you do it? So this is where I introduced to you the heartbeat of Nevo, the engine that powers the entire Nevo super ecosystem. Let me introduce to you guys Phil AI. Phil AI is the world's first AI infrastructure that combines Web3 and blockchain technology, giving people like you and me a chance to participate in building our own future of the AI infrastructure industry. So Phil AI, like I said earlier, is the heartbeat, okay, that powers the entire Nevo super ecosystem, we have our very own token called PAI. And any project that comes under the Nevo ecosystem will have to go through Phil AI, meaning that we are a utility token. So the whole community is required to either use, purchase, or hold our PAI tokens in order to utilize the services that come under the ecosystem. So as you can see here, we have 3 products. The first one would be our superstar, okay, our mining machines. So our mining machines does not only mine tokens, but also offers other services like rendering, GPU computing power, and also storage. Next, we have Phil Home. So this acts as a cyber guardian, essentially a security guard for your data. And finally, we have Phila, that is our artificial intelligence assistance, very similar to ChatGPT. So guys, now that you know what Phil AI is, I'm pretty sure you would like to know the person behind it, right? So who is the person behind Phil AI? Who's the person behind the heartbeat of Nevo? So Phil AI is led by a remarkable gentleman, Mr. Brian Pillay, the CEO of Phil AI. He is another visionary. He has 15 years of experience in the network marketing world. He has built and managed 2 publicly listed companies in Malaysia, each with valuations exceeding over 450 million US dollars. Guys, he's very dear to me, and he's an amazing and a hardworking man, okay, who is driven, guys. He's driven to bring Phil AI to the top. So now that you know the people behind this movement, the community behind this movement, let me tell you why we personally believe and know that Phil AI is designed for success. This is because Phil AI was born with a champion DNA. So, what does that mean? See, guys, in every blockchain, successful blockchain project, okay, it carries a certain genetic code, okay. And when I say successful, you should automatically think, okay, of Bitcoin or Ethereum, because these are the most successful blockchain projects in the industry today. So when we talk about Bitcoin, why did it succeed? It succeeded because of its scarcity, because of its halving mechanism. And Ethereum, it succeeded because of its utility. Those 2 factors alone shaped the entire blockchain industry. So now, what if I told you that Phil AI carries both of these DNAs? So as you can see here, let's go through this. Our token is called PAI. It is built on the Polygon chain, the very same chain that Right Arms community helped incubate years ago, which is now uh, part of the top 10 blockchains in the world, guys. Just like Bitcoin, Phil AI has a fixed total supply, only 300 million tokens to ever exist. This There is also a halving mechanism in play, just like Bitcoin, that takes place every year, which I will go into detail later. But as you can see here, we have a distribution period of 33 years linear release with a hard cap mechanism. And the tokenomics, guys, is based on a hybrid model called SPOW, staking proof of work. So now what does that mean? It means that you get the best of both worlds. So the proof of work side works like Bitcoin, but here it's fairly distributed. Okay, you do not need to have huge mining machines to prove your work. Phil AI levels the playing field for you. It makes it equal and fair for everybody participating. Now let's talk about the utility side of the token. This part works very much like Ethereum. The remaining 35% goes towards staking, meaning that it rewards everyone who participates and contributes into the ecosystem. So by combining these 2 key features, we have essentially created the ultimate token in the market. So now let's go to allocations. As you can see here, in total, 65% of the supply is allocated to mining, 12% is allocated to the foundation or DAO pool, 10% will go into staking rewards. Founders and advisors will be allocated 5%, 3% will be allocated to the liquidity pool, and finally, the remaining 5% will be allocated to the airdrop pool. Guys, I know I'm going through it a bit quickly, but This is just an overview. If you want to learn more, we have our training sessions every week focusing on tokenomics and the mining model. You're more than welcome to join our trainings and learn in depth there. But what I want you to know and take from today is the most important thing that you need to understand is that Phil AI was created a champion. It has the right genetics, the right foundation, the right leadership, the right community. So the real question is, how would you participate in this movement? So this is where I introduced to you our superstar, our Phil AI mining machines. These are our packages, and this is how you can participate in this movement. So let's go through it. P1, this is our renting mechanism, as you can see here. If you have less than 50 hash power, then you can start off by renting. The entry level starts at 1 mega hash, which costs us about 60 USDT, and the potential return is around $120 worth of Phil AI tokens. That's already a 2 times potential in your returns. But if you prefer ownership, then you can buy a machine. Then you have two options there. The entry level machine is called the P50. This costs around 2,500 USDT. And once you own it, it mines for you for 33 years. If you're able to invest more, then there's the P100, which gives you a 100 mega hash for 5,000 USDT. This also gives you 33 years of continuous mining. But here's the best part, guys. You do not need to keep these machines at home or maintain these machines by yourselves, okay? Because your machines will be hosted here in Malaysia at our Phil AI data server farms. They already operate over 60,000 machines, and close to 6,000 units have already been sold. And as you can see here, hosting only costs us $100 per month. This covers everything, guys, okay? It covers electricity, maintenance, full insurance, including fire and theft protection. So basically, you can sit back, relax, with a peace of mind knowing that your machines are running 24/7 in the safest hands possible. Okay, so let's move on. So now that we went through the machine packages and all, I know that many of you will be wondering, once I purchase this machine, how many Phil AI tokens will I be actually getting? So let me walk you through it. Don't worry, I'll try to make it as simple as possible for you. Okay. So as you can see here, each block takes 12 seconds and 12 PAI tokens are awarded every block. So meaning that 1 second, one PAI token. So we can all agree that we have 86,400 seconds in a day, right? It's a fact. So essentially meaning only 86,400 tokens are generated in a day. So if you want to know how many tokens your hash power earns, simply divide 86,400 by the total mega hash that is generated in the market, and that's how you calculate your share. So as you can see down here, let me show you an example of the calculation. So let's take the known value of 86,400 and then divide it by 500,000 mega hash, which will give you 0.1728 PAI that will be produced from each computing power. So assuming you have purchased a 100 mega hash mining machine, this means you take 0.1728 times 100 mega hash times 80%. This 80% is given out as passive income, will equate to 13.824 PAI tokens in a day. But guys, I need to let you know that this amount can vary and will vary because, like I said earlier, it depends on your computing power and also the total computing power accumulated within the community. And like I told you earlier, guys, Philae I was born with a champion DNA, right? So it carries both Bitcoin and Ethereum's DNA, right? So just like Bitcoin, it has a halving mechanism. A 25% reduction will take place for the first 3 years and an annual reduction of 10.34% for the next 33 years. So, meaning that, like I said earlier, one token produces 12 PAI token, right? But on the second year, once the 25% reduction takes place, a block will only produce 9 PAI token. And then in the third year, when the 25% reduction takes place again, one block will only produce 6 PAI token. And this reduction will continue to take place for the next 33 years, basically reducing the amount of tokens to ever exist. And this essentially increases the value of our tokens. because economics 101, guys, when supply reduces, demand increases. Of course, guys, to fully understand the detailed calculations, you can always attend our training sessions. We have it 2 times a week where we go deep, okay, deep into the math and the mechanics of our PAI token. So this is our PAI mining distribution. So every miner, guys, who distribute to the Phil AI network, even passively, receives 80% of the tokens mined, meaning that this 80% goes straight into your wallet. The remaining distribution is structured in a way to strengthen the ecosystem. So as you can see here, 12% goes into the DAO pool. So this supports governance and the ecosystem's growth. 4% goes into the staking pool. This rewards people who participate in the system, in the ecosystem. The final 4% goes into the advisory pool. This basically incentivizes educators or people like me, market builders, to share this opportunity with more people around the world. So this means that every time when I sit here and I present to you and I share this vision with you, I'm not just speaking, I am also participating in the ecosystem too. And guys, you have to remember this. In Phil AI, the value doesn't only come from mining, it comes from the community contributing and participating in the ecosystem. So, like I said earlier, PAI is a utility token, and the Phil AI token carries powerful utility, guys. Okay, but first, let me explain to you why this token has strong buying pressure and low selling pressure. Okay, so think about it. In any token or stock, okay, that rises in value, it's because many people want to buy it and very few want to sell it, right? But in Phil AI's case, people don't have to just sell our tokens for cash because they can actually use our tokens in the ecosystem itself. So, as you can see here, these are the companies that are on board with us. Okay, so let me just run through a few with you. The first one we have here is Phil Social. Okay, this is the world's first philanthropy driven platform that is supported by global foundations and also governments in the US. The Feel Social app is very similar to Instagram. It is a social networking platform that basically practices crypto for group. Okay? So, people who donate on the Feel Social app for philanthropy, they will use Philcoin. Philcoin is Feel Social's own coin. And the only way to mint Philcoin is through Phil AI. That means every Phil AI miner has access to Phil Social, and they can swap tokens vice versa into the ecosystem and use it for their services. Okay. On top of that, Phil AI has also partnered with Kivu. Kivu, as you can see here, this is a credit card company that allows you to custody your tokens and use them as credit, just like real financial assets. Next, we have Unico. They are in the Web3 finance sector, and Unico enables compliant payments and offers asset management in the Web3 space. So, guys, you basically don't even need to sell your tokens if you need cash. You want to know why? Because Phil AI is built with a DeFi borrowing and lending protocol. So, this means you can stake your tokens and borrow against them. So, for example, just like taking a loan against your home, you don't just sell your home every time you need money. Am I right? You borrow against it because it's an asset. So, that's the same thing you can do with our tokens. And guys, it doesn't just stop there. Feel AI has just partnered with Trip Valet, which is a travel agency for both the Western and the Asian market. So your tokens can also be used for travel. And guys, as you can see here, Feel AI has multiple real world utilities. Okay, from philanthropy to DeFi to travel to education, we have it all. And ladies and gentlemen, this is just the beginning. There is so much more to come. And of course, to explore all of your use cases in detail, remember, after you've registered and you have owned your own PAI tokens, join our weekly training sessions to learn how to maximize your tokens potential. Because guys, this is not just another crypto project. Okay, this is the foundation of the next AI powered financial revolution. So these are the powerful alliances behind Nevo 3.0. Again, let me just run you through it. First, we have Alan Smithson. This is the founder of Unlimited Awesome. They are in the AI education sector. Next, we have Pastor Dario Lopez. This is the founder of Phil Social. This is another amazing man, guys, who is very well known, okay, in his community. Next, we have Lucy Golden. Guys, she is actually the face of Polkadot, okay, another empowering community in the blockchain space. And she is now proudly the ambassador of Nevo 3.0. And we know that her leadership and her experience brings incredible strength and credibility to our movement. And we are super confident that through her alliance, we will be bringing in many communities together. So, guys, this is not just a group, as you can see. Okay, this is a powerful alliance of visionaries coming together under one ecosystem called Nevo. Their mission is simple yet powerful, which is to bring people together to create growth and to empower them to earn. Together, we are not just building a community, guys. Like I said earlier, we are building a movement. Now, let me just give you a quick forecast just to give you a rough idea of what your potential earnings could look like. So, let's say you purchased a P100 machine, and based on our current data, your potential daily output is around 10 to 12 tokens a day. So, when the token hits $10, that's $100 a day, as you can see here. And then in 1 month, that's around $3,000. And in 6 months, you've already earned about $18,000. That means you've already recovered your initial investment of 5,400 and earned another 12,800 in profit on top of that. Now, guys, I need to say this calculation is purely based on my forecast. But just so you know, our founders have forecasted a much higher price potential. This example is simply to give you a clear picture, to look at the numbers, and see what your earnings could look like. But after seeing your earnings, you all might have a question in your mind. What if the price dips? What if the price goes down to a very, very low mark? What if a global catastrophe takes place and the price goes down? What would you do? This is where our lost guard protocol comes into play. Guys, now this is something truly unique, okay? Truly unique in the crypto and blockchain space. Have you ever heard of a project that offers a loss guard protocol with a capital protection program and a profit guarantee program? I'm pretty sure the answer is no. Well, here, Phil AI, we have it. Okay. Thanks to the partnership with Unico, powered by Stonebridge Finance. They are based off of USA. Phil AI now offers a loss guard program exclusively for machine owners only. So this means if you own a P50 or a P100, you can secure your investments against losses. So how does it work? You first would have to top up an additional 20% of your machine's value. So for a 2,500 machine, which is the P50, that's an additional $500. For a 5,000 machine, which is the P100, that's an additional $1,000. Then once you've made these payments, then you choose between these two options. Option A being, as you can see here, 36 months, and option B being 60 months. So with option A, okay, with the capital preservation, if after 36 months the token price drops below $1, Unico will buy back 5,000 tokens from you at $1 each. So this guarantees you a full capital return. So even if the market value is lower than $1, Unico will purchase these tokens from you at $1 each. Then we can go to option B now. If after 60 months the token price is below $3, Unico will buy back 5,000 of your tokens at $3 each, giving you a $15,000 guaranteed profit return. Again, guys, regardless of the market price, Unico will purchase your tokens at $3 each. Isn't that just amazing? Let me just ask you this. Have you ever heard of any investment, be it in crypto or in stocks or in traditional finance, that they guarantee you a 300% return in 5 years? The answer is no. But today, with Phil AI, that is exactly what the UNICO Lost Card Protocol offers you. And this is possible only because of the Right Arms Project's proven track record. 7 years of success, 16 projects launched, and more than 10 of them ranking in the top 10 in coin market cap. This is why, guys, this is why companies like Unico are partnering with us. Such a beautiful and an amazing product. So now that you have all of the information, you've seen the forecast, you've seen our capital preservations and our guaranteed profit preservations. So now you have all the information. How would you build a business around it? So, guys, this is our compensation plan. So, there are 5 key bonuses as you can see here. I'll take about 10 minutes to explain this part to you, but before that, before I go in any deeper, I need you guys to know something. This compensation plan is powered by the Right Arms community, a system that has been tried, tested, and perfected over the past 7 years. And this very model that I'm about to show you has already helped more than 150,000 active distributors achieve financial success, many even reaching $1 million in earning, guys. So, the structure that I'm about to show you isn't something new, it is a proven formula. And here's the best part, guys. In Right Arms, you're not just joining a company, you're joining a community. Am I right? So that means you only need to build your business once in your lifetime. Every effort that you put, meaning that every team that you build, every referral that you make, it will continue to compound through projects after projects that comes under the Right Arm community. So you only need to build this business once, guys. You can carry forward whatever that you have built to the next project. How amazing is that? So now, how good would it feel if you could earn an extra $1 million through this proven comp plan? So this is just a quick run through, guys. As you can see here, we have 7 ranks. You start off as members and then you build your way up to from N1 to N6. As a member, you get 5%. If you want to get direct commission or matching bonus, then you can please go ahead and purchase a minimum of 6 mega hash, which costs about 360 USDT. If a normal member, as a normal member, you want to go up to N1, then please attend our training sessions and we will teach you how to do so. For now, each person earns 5, 10, or 18%. Okay. And you will be receiving 70% as USDT and 30% in your CW, which is your cash wallet. So this 70% you're able to cash out instantly. And for the 30% that's in your CW, you are able to use it internally, meaning that you can either use it to purchase more mega hash, or you're able to transfer it down to new people that's going to sign up based on your personal referrals. Another thing, guys, the amount that you carry in your cash wallet carries monetary value, which means that if you have 300 CW in your um, CW, then it is equivalent to $300. Okay, guys. So, like I explained earlier in the previous slide, in order to activate your direct referral and matching bonus, you have to purchase a minimum of $360 worth of mega hash. And if you want to achieve your legacy bonus, you will have to obtain 17 mega hash minimum. And you can achieve this by slowly climbing up from your 6 mega hash that you have previously purchased, which means that you do not have to purchase this 17 mega hash straight away. Because like I said earlier, guys, we have a compounding mechanism in place, so you can slowly work yourself up from the 6 mega hash up to your 17 mega hash. Okay, so as you can see here, this is based on the 5,000 machine sign up. So is obvious that it is more beneficial for us to go up in rank, because as you can see here, you earn more commission as you rank up. And as you know, we have new updates on our legacy bonus. Please join our training sessions, and our senior consultant, Mr. Vijay, will go through the entire compensation plan with you on a step-by-step basis so that you can understand better. Okay, guys? So now we have reached the end of my presentation for today. And as you can see, okay, Phil AI is not just another project. It is a movement backed by a powerhouse of a community called Right Arms 3.0. Now you have the chance, okay, you have the chance to be a part of something that's transforming industries worldwide. And like I said earlier, guys, okay, ladies and gentlemen, the AI revolution isn't coming. It is already here. It is already happening. And the only question is, will you be a part of it? With Phil AI, you're not just investing in technology, you are investing in the future, a future that you can own, build, and grow with us. So join us today. Okay, guys, come on board. Join us today and let's shape the next era of AI together. Any questions that you have, guys, please consult your leaders or the people that invited you to join this Zoom presentation today. Please join our weekly training sessions. You will definitely learn more in depth and have a clearer understanding on everything that I've presented here today. So, guys, that's all from me. I am Sabrina Lakshmi Pillai signing off, and I hope you have a great day wherever you are. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you at the top. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead, guys. Bye.